What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Fast Minecraft server tutorial. The scenario here is your buddy just called you, and he's coming over right now. He's already on his way, and he wants to play Minecraft with you guys. And maybe you're going to have a giant LAN party in your house. Maybe it's just going to be a few people. I don't know, but either way, you have to get a Minecraft server up, and you have to get it up like right now really quickly. That's what this video is for. It's the Fast Minecraft server tutorial. It's Bedrock compatible, so your friends do not have to have Java Edition at all. It's compatible with Bedrock accounts, and you only need 2 things to make this Java only, and there's 4 things kind of to make it Bedrock compatible, but that's combined. So 2 more for Bedrock compatibility. So 4 things total for the whole video. I guess one that I didn't count is an empty folder. I'm starting, this is a Windows tutorial, so I just created an empty folder on my desktop. Wow, it's a big cursor. An empty folder. You want an empty directory. You don't want to put this in your desktop or in your downloads because it's going to make a mess. It's going to make a lot of files, and you do not want that happening in your downloads folder. Ask me how I know. I've done that before. It sucks. First thing you're going to need is the JRE. The JRE, you may already have it on your computer, but I like to package it with the server because it makes it a lot easier to deal with. Obviously, we're running Windows. We want the JRE. The JDK will work too. It's just a bigger file, and it's harder, so why would you do that? It's better for developing Java applications, but since we're just running a Minecraft server, we can totally get away with the JRE bare. Throw it in the master directory of the server. Let it download really quick. We're also going to download Fabric. This is the best mod loader right now, in my opinion, at the time of filming. And it's what's going to allow us to run Geyser, which is the mod that's going to let us have the Bedrock compatibility. So basically what we're doing is we're making a Java Edition server that is cross-compatible with Bedrock players by adapting to them. I'm going to name this fabric.jar. You can name it whatever you want, as long as you know what the name is and you can type it. Fabric.jar is the easiest thing you could possibly name it, so I don't know why you would name it anything else, but there you go. Obviously, as you can see, right now my computer has no idea what this is or what to do with it at all. If I tried to open it, it probably wouldn't work. That's because it doesn't know what the JRE is, because it's right here. So what we're going to do is extract the JRE, and it's pretty easy to do in Windows. You can just extract, and it'll throw it in the folder in a nice little subdirectory. Give that a minute to do its little thing, and once it's done, you will go ahead and see the subdirectory. Now, in this case, we want this folder, the one that contains bin conf legal lib. This is the one we want to have in the master directory. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it, this nice little pair of scissors that Microsoft gives us, and we're going to paste it in the master directory. And once it's here, I'm going to rename it because we're going to have to reference it, and it's a lot easier. JRE. Super easy, 3 letters. We don't actually need these 2 things anymore. We can get rid of them. It's just the zip file and the subdirectory it extracted it to. If you wanted to keep the zip file, you could. It's only 55 megabytes. It's not like it would take up a ton of drive space, but I just like to get rid of it because it's cleaner that way. So cool. We actually have everything now that we need to make a server. One of the things I'm going to do, however, is create the mods folder right now so we can download our mods. There's only 3. And one of them is a dependency, so really there's only 2. What we're going to grab is Geyser. I'll have all these links in the description, by the way, for if you guys to download these. I'm not going to make you hunt for them, don't worry. I'm going to close that out real quick. So Geyser and Floodgate are the 2 mods that we need to run. I'm going to grab Geyser Fabric, and wait for it to download. So Geyser Fabric, and we're going to put these in the mods folder. Don't put them in the master directory and wonder why they're not working. Again, ask me how I know. I've done this a lot before, and I've made all the mistakes. That's why I'm making this video, so you guys don't have to, especially in a rush. So Geyser Fabric, and you're going to want Floodgate as well. Floodgate Fabric. This is going to send you over to Modrinth. That's totally okay. By the way, I'm running 26.1.2. 26.2 is technically out, but at the time of filming, everything that's made for it is hilariously unstable. As you can see, it's only been out for 4 hours. And when I was doing the prep work for this video, I tried it, and it just flat out didn't work. So I'm sticking with 26.1 for right now, but if you are making this in the future, which obviously you are, or you wouldn't be watching this video because I'm recording it right now, then you'll be fine. So Geyser and Floodgate, but Floodgate actually depends on Fabric API, which it doesn't say in here, and it totally should. But we're going to go Discover Mods, and there it is. It's always right at the top, or you can search for it if it's not. Again, I'm going to grab the one for 26.1, because that's the version that I'm going to run. It's been out for more than 7 hours. Fabric API is generally stable upon release, but those are the 3 mods that we need. So the 4 things were these 3 mods and the JDK, and I guess the jar file. So 5, you know, whatever. I'm better at making Minecraft servers than I am at counting, I promise. We're gonna right-click in the folder, and Windows 11 gives you this nice Open in Terminal option, which is great because it opens a Windows terminal that is already in the directory in PowerShell that you're currently in. So it's already in the desktop fast server folder. I did not have to, you know, CD through the directory chain or use the CLI crazy or anything like that. So the reason why we put the JRE in here is because now the command to start the server, and don't worry, we're gonna make a run script. I'm getting there. /JRE/bin. These are backslashes, by the way. Oh, sorry. /bin/Java. XMX, and then you're going to put however many gigabytes of RAM you want to allocate to the server. I would recommend at least 2. I'm going to do 4 for this. And then jar, and then, yeah, put a G after it, kind of how I did. And that's 4 gigabytes. Otherwise, it'll do 4 megabytes, and you wonder why it won't start. That one I've never done, but the jar is called fabric.jar. And now you can know why we renamed everything, because it would suck if we had to type JDK-65. Whatever it was in here and fabric and then that big long name that it had. But now we can just run it, and we're actually going to add no GUI because we want simplicity, high speed, low drag, and all that fun stuff. It's going to download some files. It's actually going to crash. It's not going to work the first time, unfortunately. We're not quite done yet. Okay, so as you can see, it has created a ton of files, including one called eula.txt. It's basically, you need to agree to the Minecraft end user license agreement. This is a very hard agreement to break. And obviously you should read it, especially if you're concerned about it. However, when you're running a server in your house and playing with your friends, there is very little that you can do to break this EULA. It's mostly about, you know, selling things to give a competitive advantage, making pay-to-win servers and all that stuff. There's some other stuff in there too, but you're probably not going to break those rules. Read it, please, because I don't want to be liable if you don't. But also, it's probably not too important. Then if we run the command again, it should actually start up this time, create a world, and be available. All right, this is an excellent time to create the run script so that we can run the server without having to type in the command manually every single time. So what we're going to do, since we can press the up arrow to get the command back in the terminal, and all you got to do is highlight it and then right-click. It's counterintuitive, but it's actually copied it. If you go and paste it into Google, it will show that you copied it. So what you can do, I'm going to create a new text document really quickly. And literally all you're going to do, name it start.txt for now. Open it so that it opens in Notepad. Control-V, literally paste the command right there. And save it. And what that's going to do is make the file, but it won't work yet because it's still a text file. We need to rename it. And instead of start.txt, it's going to be start.bat. Yep. And now it has this new identity. And the cool thing about that is it basically stores the command, and then when it's ran, it will open a terminal and run the command and hit enter essentially for you, and you won't have to do anything but double-click it. Runs the server. It'll take a while to load just like it usually does if you'd run the command yourself. But now you don't have to type the command or remember it because your computer will remember it for you. Okay, so it's going to ask for the ability to get through the firewall. I'm going to click allow because I do not want the Windows firewall getting in my way when I have a Minecraft server. That sucks. I've done that before. Windows firewall issues are really annoying to troubleshoot, so just allow it. It's not worth it. It's going to download a copy of the Minecraft jar, but it's going to do a lot of stuff in the background for you, and you just have to sit here. Well, you don't even have to sit here. You could leave, come back in a minute or two, but it's going to do everything on its own. Okay, so it's now ready. It says done here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Task Manager because we need to know the IP address of this computer in order to be able to join the server. So I'm going to come over here to this little graph image and click on the network adapter. It'll be Ethernet or Wi-Fi. Hopefully, if you're hosting a server, you can plug it into Ethernet. It will work better. Trust me. I mean, it'll work over Wi-Fi, but it won't be as good. So Ethernet looks like our IP is 10.0.1.86. This is an internal IP address. Don't try to type this in from halfway across the city and expect it to work. That's outside the scope of this video. But I'm going to open Minecraft really quick on both versions so that we can see how it works. All right, I've got the server up right here. I've got both editions of Minecraft open, Java Edition on the left, Bedrock Edition on the right. I'm going to really quickly run through how to add and connect to the servers because it can vary and it can be a little confusing. Java is pretty dang straightforward. Name it, multiplayer, add server, name it. I'm going to name it test server 10.0.1.86 or whatever IP address you had in Task Manager earlier on. Again, I've said this before in the past, but if it doesn't work, localhost. When in doubt, localhost. If it's on the same computer, like if you're trying to join from this computer, you might find that your friends are fine joining from their computers, but you're not, because when you're the one running the server, which is really counterintuitive. You think you'd have the easiest time, but sometimes the way the networking stack configures itself, you gotta do that. But I always use the IP address regardless, and it usually works pretty dang well. Bedrock Edition is a little different, a little bit of a different animal. It's actually picking it up as a LAN world, which is really cool, but there's also a chance that it will not do that. So in the event that it doesn't, you're gonna have to come over here, add a server, and it's going to be test server, just the same thing on the other one, 10.0.1.86. And I'm going to leave the port default. And it is a different port than Java. If you notice, Geyser is actually running on 19132. So the server's on 25565, but then Geyser is taking the liberty of running on 19132. Okay, so if I click add and play now, it should connect me in. And notice how I clicked on the join button on Java after the one on Bedrock. It's probably going to take Bedrock longer. And I now have control over both of these players. I'm squatting in Java, jumping in Java, looking at the Bedrock player directly in the face, punching him, placing magma blocks, place some blue ice right here under myself, go over to Bedrock, and I can break it out from underneath the Java player. It also works on mobile, by the way. It doesn't have to be Windows Bedrock. It'll work on Android. It'll work on iOS. It will work on Xbox and Switch. However, those require special workarounds that I'm not going to go over in this video. But with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye now.